Imagine this. Are you able to remember song lyrics better by A, reading the lyrics over and over again, or B, listening to it over and over again? Hi, welcome to another episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More Work Less. My name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock the potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Unlocking Mind, we talk about another cognitive bias, and the reason why I have this show is so that we can better understand how our minds work, make better decisions, build strong relationships, and of course, avoid certain cognitive traps. So for today's cognitive bias, we're going to talk about the modality effect. So what exactly is that? Well, that is the fact that our minds, our brains, our memories, our recall is actually better and increases when we're given information audio-wise or in spoken language versus text only. Now, going back to my first question, are you able to remember lyrics better by A, reading it over and over again, or listening to it over and over again? In fact, you could probably remember those lyrics better in less times listening to it than reading it over and over again. How many times have you been able to remember song lyrics by listening to that song for the very, very first time? It happens all the time. You catch yourself singing those lyrics, even though you don't really know that song, but you remember seeing those words or hearing those words for the very first time. And that's because our minds are able to encode that information better, deeper into our memory banks because it was given to us in spoken form. Now, many tests have been done on this, and one of those tests was giving two groups of people a list of items. And one group was given that list in written format, and another group was given that list in spoken language. And the thing is, most likely than not, the group with the spoken language one was able to recall more of those items off that list because they were told that information versus the other group that was just given the list to read over once or twice. Now, another test was done with regards to how well people are able to learn about lightning strikes and how lightning is created. And there was, again, two groups of people. One group was given animation of how lightning works and a voiceover, and another group was given the same animation, but just caption. So the same voices, the same dialogue, but in written format, in just caption format. And out of 61 times that this test was being done, the group that was given the animation with the spoken language was actually scores higher 53 times out of 61 times that this test was being done. So that's how important it is to have audio and visual at the same time, and not just visual text, but animation as well. And it makes a lot of sense because when we're giving an animation and caption, and we're supposed to learn from it, now we're diverging our attention from watching the animation and reading the text versus watching the animation and listening to what's going on, which actually hits two of our center points, which is our eyes and our ears. Which is why I recommend a lot of my clients, when they want to retain more information from a book, to get the audiobook at the same time and listen to it, so they can listen to the book and read the book at the same time. In fact, you can also increase the speed of the audio and finish that book 2-3 times faster than it would take you to actually read it. And the funny thing is, you can actually retain, recall, and store more information by doing that way than just reading it alone. So when we're giving a message, when we're doing a presentation, when we're doing videos, we want to do visual and also audio at the same time. We want to do sound effects. We want to do a whole bunch of stuff so that we can keep our audience engaged. We can keep our audience more excited. And plus, they will be able to retain more information and remember you better and remember your message better. Can you imagine if you were watching this video right now of me just moving around and no voiceover, just caption, versus no visual, but just the audio? In fact, you can listen to this audio on podcasts and all that kind of stuff. You could probably still retain more information, which is why audio is so important, which is why the modality effect is so important. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode on Unlocking Mind. And if you did, please go back and watch some of the other episodes on Unlocking Mind. And if you like this show, we have a lot of other shows. The Peak Potential Success Show, the Mastermind Bites, and of course, the Make More Mind Bites that's up every single week. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and your time. I love seeing those comments. And until next time, today is the day to lock your peak potential. I'll see you later.